this one, we're gonna open up some new swim baits that just got delivered, and we're gonna get them, and golly, the cicadas, man, they're just screaming. Swim bait unboxing, let's get into it. Hello and welcome. What's up, everybody? Thank you for clicking on the video. That's right, in this one, I got some new swim baits that I'm gonna unbox with you guys. Some of you guys have probably seen these baits before, and I also have a little oddball bait over here in this package. We're gonna crack these baits open, and I'm gonna rig them up, show you guys what setups I'm going to be using to throw these baits. But really quick, before we get too far into it, please excuse the cicadas for screaming in the background. I know that's gotta be annoying, but there's nothing I can do. Maybe I can shut the garage door. Probably won't make much of a difference. I'll shut the garage door, hang on. All right, garage door shut, but the fan is ripping. Super hot here in Texas, even in the evening time, so we're gonna have to deal with a little bit of an echo and a little bit of fan noise. I appreciate your understanding. Thank you for riding with me. Thanks for taking time out of your day to watch this video. Hopefully, the background noise won't be too much of a disturbance, and we can just have fun rigging up some new swim baits and get ready for that next swim bait mission. I plan on hitting the water again tomorrow with the big baits, see if I can get some more summertime swim bait hitters. I had so much fun fishing the last time I was out there. Caught my first ever swim bait fish, my first ever larger profile swim bait fish.
Oh, I got one. He came up and smoked it. He came up and smoked it. First swim bait fish, guys. Dude, he came up and freaking just chased it down. Boom. Awesome, dude. It was worth staying out here. First swim bait fish, man.
On this setup right here, the Jackal Gantarel Jr. Shimano Tranx Lux 8-foot swim bait rod. If you guys haven't seen that video, go check it out. First ever swim bait fish. Had a lot of fun out there throwing the bigger bait. Started seeing a bunch of followers and finally was able to smash one on camera for you guys. That was awesome. And just seeing the followers, the amount of fish that were enticed by the bigger bait, and then finally getting one has got me ready to get back out there and do some more of this type of fishing. So we're gonna get rigged up and ready for the game in this one. My beard's blowing in the wind. It's always something. There, adjusted that fan just a little bit. Hopefully now my beard can sit still. But enough of that, man. I hope you guys are all having a good day out there, whatever time it is that you're watching this. Really quick before we get too far into the video, if this is your first time watching, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are on a mission, trying to hit 100,000 subscribers and obtain the elusive YouTube silver play button. Harder now than ever to grow a channel. Gotta have good content, gotta have consistent uploads, you gotta stay on top of your game, keep putting out quality content, and that is what I try to do over here on this fishing channel. I put out new fishing videos all the time, both from here in the garage in front of the tackle wall that you see here behind me, and out there on the water aboard my Skeeter bass boat Beetlejuice, actually fishing and catching fish. I would love to have you guys riding along with me. This is the subscriber board. We just surpassed 14,100 subscribers, on our way to 14.2, 15K on the way, but we're on the ultimate mission to hit that 100,000, and I would love to have you guys on board. Can't do it without you. Thank you so much for the support lately. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate each and every single one of you. But let's get into the video. First up, I got a box here from Tackle Warehouse with a couple baits that some of you guys have probably seen before. Some baits that I was told by some swim bait fishermen that I needed to scoop. Some popular swim bait options out there on the market. And then another little oddball bait right here. And I don't know where to start. I guess we'll just crack off into this. I'm also gonna get these set up on the rigs that I'm gonna be throwing them on. Let you guys check out how I'm gonna get these things ready for the water. So let's cut off into this first box right here. As always, shout outs to Bird Blades. This is the Bottle Butcher from Bird Blades, at Bird Blades on Instagram. Not sponsored by them or anything like that. Just a friend of the channel who makes awesome knives, and I always get asked, hey, what knife is that? So I'm getting it out of the way right now. This is the Bottle Butcher from Bird Blades. Go check them out, man. This is what I'm gonna use to open this package. Slice and dice. Yo, the Bottle Butcher, doing work as always. All right, man, I'm excited for these. I can still hear the cicadas screaming outside. Hopefully the fan noise isn't too disturbing for you guys, but it is what it is, man. It's hot in here, especially with the door closed. Whoa, these look awesome, dude. Baits that I got in here. I got 3 baits in this box. I'm gonna pull one out first, show you guys what it is. It's actually not a swim bait, but I'm gonna go ahead and get it out of the way. This right here is the War Eagle Buzz Toad. a bait that I've kind of got away from throwing lately. It's been probably like a year, maybe even 2 since I've thrown a buzz bait. So I wanted to add one to the arsenal. This particular model right here is a skirtless buzz bait. It's got a little toad on the back, but my plan is to throw a paddle tail swim bait on the back of this thing and chunk it around in the summertime, see if we can get a topwater hitter on the buzz bait. 3/8 ounce, made in the USA, War Eagle custom lures, new War Eagle buzz toad, pre-rigged with a buzzing toad, patent pending, T-lap bait gripper, will hold buzzing toad in place, no glue required. So there is the first item out of the box right there, the buzz toad buzz bait from War Eagle. Toad was like melted to the thing, and pretty cool, but I'm thinking I'm gonna be throwing something like this right here on the back of that. That's my plan anyway. We'll see what happens. I might throw the toad around at first just to see if we can get a hit on it, but ultimately I'm pretty sure I'm gonna throw a paddle tail swim bait on the back of there. Something I saw Matt Allen from Tactical Bassin doing recently. Shout out to Tactical Bassin, really educational, informative channel. If you guys don't watch those dudes, I would suggest doing so. They can teach you a whole lot about bass fishing. I've learned a lot from them myself, and those dudes are far more knowledgeable than I am when it comes to catching big fish. So check them out. War Eagle Buzz Toad. Set that over to the side. Did you guys see in the box already, man? Hopefully I didn't spoiler alert this bad boy and show you what was in here already. But the next 2 baits in here are actually swim baits. I'm super excited for these. First up, the Bucca Bull Shad. This is the 6-inch floating version, jointed swim bait, and this is a really popular swim bait option out there in the swim bait world. See a lot of guys throw this. This is the gizzard color, made to mimic a gizzard shad. And we'll go ahead and tear into this bad boy now. Let's take a closer look. Ooh, you can still smell the paint's fresh on that bad boy. These are handmade jointed swim baits from Bucca himself. Boom, 6-inch gizzard color, Bucca floating bull shad. Stoked on this thing, man. Check that out, dude. Awesome action on that thing. Sweet, dude. And that is swim bait number 1. Coming at you live and direct in full effect over here on this YouTube channel. Swim bait fishing, engaged. It's time, we're doing it. Now, next up, it's gonna be another one from Bucca. This right here is the Bull Shad wake bait. The Bull Wake. It's another larger profile swim bait, but this one right here is actually a wake bait. Fishing that upper part of the water column. I have a couple heavier baits that go down low into the water column that you can fish on bottom, mid-depth. And then I have the Gantarelle, which is kind of, you know, up towards the upper part of the water column, depending on how fast you fish it. So I wanted some that would sit right on top. You guys know I love throwing the Speed Wake from 6th Sense Fishing. This is the bait that I actually credit for helping me fall in absolute love with wake bait fishing. So I wanted to pick me up a larger profile Bull Wake as well. Ooh, that thing is still sticky. I've heard that is an issue with these things, and that you need to let them sit out once you first open them. They're making these things and shipping them out so fast, you can still tell that the paint is fresh on this thing. I can smell it, I can feel it. But that's okay, I'll let it sit out here in the garage in the heat, and this thing will be cured up and ready to go by tomorrow, I'm sure. This color is Dirty Bone. Really awesome looking pattern on that thing. Super lifelike, super realistic. Big plastic lip on there. This will be fishing up there near the top of the water, flicking and kicking, causing that wake. And I can't wait to throw this thing around, see if we can get a hit up. And those are the swim baits that I got from Tackle Warehouse. But wait, there's more. This right here is a little oddball, something that somebody suggested to me, something that I've been seeing guys catch a lot of fish on online in some of the swim bait groups that I've joined. I had somebody who fishes a lot of swim baits watching one of my videos and making suggestions for me, and I wanted to start kind of at the beginner level, so I didn't go too big, but I did go weird. And we're gonna check out this next bait right now. I'll show you guys what it is. It's actually a lot smaller than I thought it was gonna be. I think we'll probably get hit on this, man. I thought it was gonna be much bigger. But this is the Spro BBZ1 Rat 30. Check this thing out. It's a rat bait, dude. I've actually heard of people fishing with rat baits out here on my lake and catching some monstros. So I wanted to grab one of these things. They make it like a 30, 40, and even larger sizes. But I wanted to grab the 30. That was one that was suggested to me. Somebody says this thing will catch a lot of fish. So I wanted to snag one. Triple threat, triple menace. Waking and walking action, interchangeable tail section, deep thumping sound, lifelike appearance, half ounce, 3.25 inch BBZ1 Rat 30. The Spro Rat 30. Let's crack this thing open and take a closer look at this rat bait. I've never thrown a rat bait before in my life. Looking at this and seeing how small it is, I'll probably end up, hooks are sharp. Looking at this thing and seeing how small it is, I will probably end up grabbing the 40. Because if I'm throwing bigger baits, you know, I'm gonna be throwing bigger baits. This thing is a lot smaller than I thought it was gonna be. It's even smaller than the speed wake. There's a look at that thing. It does look like a rat though. It's got that white tail on there. It also came with a brown tail. I think I've seen these in like Bass Pro Shops or Cabela's before, and I think I must have been looking at like the, I don't know, size 600, because it was way bigger than this. This is much smaller than I was expecting, but it's okay. Cool to add a little rat style wake bait to the arsenal. I'll throw that off in the box, and you'll probably see me throwing this on the channel here soon, and we'll see if we can get bit on a rat. Check that thing out, man. Definitely a strange bait, but I hear they eat these things, man, so I'm gonna find out what it's all about, see if I can get me one on the Spro Rat 30. So there's the baits, man. We got the floating bull shad, we got the dirty bone bull wake, we got the Spro BBZ Rat 30, and we got the buzz toad. I don't know when we'll be throwing this, but I'm gonna have it on deck, have it ready for the next time I'm out there looking for a top water hitter, and I don't want to throw the catwalk or the dogma or the whopper plopper. I just wanted to add a nice buzz bait to the arsenal, and like I said, man, I'm probably gonna throw a paddle tail swim bait on the back of this. But let's get these swim baits rigged up, man, because I'm looking forward to throwing these things, and I'm gonna be out there on the water in the next video doing just that. So if you guys are interested in seeing me throw this stuff, make sure you stay tuned, sub to the channel with those notifications on, and you'll catch all my future content. Got some rigs over here in the back, let me grab them, and we'll get these baits tied on. Woo, I'm excited, man. More swim bait fishing coming soon. All right, first up here, this is my frogging setup. This is a Shimano Corrado K, 7.5 extra heavy, fast action rod, and I'm gonna be using this to throw the bull wake. It's got straight braid on it. I see a lot of guys in the swim bait group saying to just throw these on straight braid. I have no issue throwing my top waters on straight braid, so that is what I'm gonna use for the bull wake. It'll be up there on the top of the water, and I think if they're gonna hit it, they're gonna hit it. They're not gonna be worried about that braid. So we're gonna go with the Corrado K, the frogging setup. I'm gonna cut the Vega frog off and tie on the bull wake. I just mentioned the Vega frog. I know already I'm gonna have people asking when the frog is gonna be available. The only thing I know to tell you guys is hopefully soon. It's a crazy world out there right now. Everything's been messed up, but there's a quick look at the Vega frog from 6 Sense Fishing. This thing is a heater, and I can't wait to be able to tell you guys they're in stock, they're on the website, go buy them. That's gonna be a happy day for you and me. Really looking forward to that moment. I'm drinking some high quality H2O if you were wondering. But for right now, I'm gonna have to cut the Vega frog off, tie the bull wake on, because the next time I'm out there on the water, the name of the game is swim bait fishing. That's what we're gonna be doing. Set that frog right over there so you guys can see it, let it tease you. I know everybody wants to get their hands on that frog, and I want you to get your hands on those frogs as well. That way you can stop asking me when it's gonna be in stock, because I don't know and I don't have anything to do with that. I just know everything's jacked up right now. All right, let's tie this bull wake on, man. I'm gonna be using a Palomar knot to tie this thing. Show you quickly how to tie a Palomar knot from a distance. I'm not gonna be able to really show you in detail. I mentioned Tactical Bassing. They did a really good video recently on fishing knots. Go check out that video if you wanna know more about how to tie a Palomar knot, but it's pretty easy. Go through the eye of your bait with your line, and then you go back through the eye of your bait with your line. So you have a loop over here, and you're tagging coming back through the other side. You just tie an overhand knot around everything, just like this. Kind of hard to do with the fan blowing, but we'll make it happen. And then you take that big loop from your overhand knot that you just tied, and you put the whole bait through the big loop, and then you pull everything tight. And that's a good old Palomar knot right there. And then clip your tag, boom, there we go. We got our bull wake tied onto our braid. Palomar knot snug and secure. Give it a good tug, make sure no slipping issues, good to go. Gotta wait till the wind die down. But this fan is making things ridiculous. What is going on here? All right, we're hooked and booked, rigged up with swim bait setup number 1. All right, good to go. And there is swim bait setup number 1. Yee! I'm excited to get out there and throw this bull wake around. I love this bone color. Looks really nice, man. I'm gonna set this thing over here in front of the fan, let it keep curing. Fresh paint I can smell on that bad boy for sure. But let's get this other bull shad rigged up. I'm gonna show you guys what setup I'm gonna be throwing this thing on. Sweet, dude. Let's go. For the next Bucca bull shad, I'm gonna be using my other swim bait setup. This bad boy right here rigged up with the big dog. This is a Matt Lures soft paddle tail swim bait, gizzard shad imitation. Yes, I have been out there throwing this thing around, just have not been able to entice a monster eater on this thing yet. So I'm gonna cut it off, set it to the side, and we're gonna put the bull shad on this setup. Shimano Corrado K 6.2 to 1 gear ratio, 6 Sense Fishing MF for swim bait rod, 20-pound fluorocarbon. Let's get this bull shad rigged up. Shout outs to Matt Lures. These baits are really nice, man. There's one more look at that big old fat gizzard shad. Yeah, 7-inch, 4-ounce, big dog. That's the biggest swim bait that I own. It's as big as my hand. But we're gonna be using this setup to throw the bull shad. This one seems a little bit more cured than the bull wake. I can still smell it a little bit, but it's not quite as wet. I know they're making these baits and getting them out as fast as they can. A lot of them are sold out. You can't even back order the bait. The Bucca bull shad is an extremely popular bait. A lot of people getting these things, so I imagine they're probably hand making them, painting them, and sending them out as fast as they can. I'm not too worried about it. Like I said, I think these things will cure up pretty well overnight here in the hot garage. For this bait, I'm using fluorocarbon, and now I'm gonna tie a San Diego jam knot. This is a new knot that I recently learned, and I'm really liking it so far. I've been using it out there on the water already. San Diego jam time, let's get it. I'm not gonna be able to show you guys how to tie this one. If you guys want to know more about how to tie San Diego jam, go check out that tactical bassing video that I mentioned. They will show you in detail, in depth, how to tie this bad boy. But it's really similar to an improved clinch knot. It's like an improved clinch knot, just one step up. There we go. San Diego jam complete. We now have a fresh bull shad swim bait set up on the MF for series swim bait rod with the Shimano Corrado K 20-pound fluorocarbon line, and that is swim bait setup number 3 for out there on the water. I'm gonna be throwing the Jackal Gantarelle Jr., the bull wake, and the bull shad. And we're gonna see if we can get bit on one or all 3 of those bad boys. Can't wait. I had so much fun catching the first fish ever on the swim bait. As I mentioned, if you guys haven't seen that video, cruise on back through the channel and check that out. First ever Gantarelle Jr. fish, and that was just awesome. It really got me in that mood, ready to throw these swim baits some more, man. Really looking forward to that. Can't wait to do some more swim bait fishing with you guys. And if you guys are interested in seeing the swim bait content, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, turn those notification bells on. You'll catch the next videos as soon as they go live here on the channel. Help us color in the bar, help us hit 100K. I would love to have you guys on board with what we have going on over here. Check out Tackle Warehouse if you guys are interested in scooping up any of these swim baits for yourself. That is where I ordered all of these swim baits. The Matt Lures, the Gantarelle, the bull shads. I actually got the little Spro rat off of Amazon. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to throwing these things. Also, big shout outs to Waterland, waterlandco.com. Those are the shades that I wear. These sunglasses, super critical piece of gear when you're out there swim bait fishing. They were enabling me to see fish down below the bait, tracking that Gantarelle all the way up to the boat. If I didn't have these glasses, wouldn't have been able to see my followers. So a nice pair of polarized lenses, crucial piece of gear when you're out there swim bait fishing. If you guys are interested in scooping up some of these bad boys for yourself, if you're in the market for a good pair of fishing sunglasses, check out Waterland, waterlandco.com, and use my code JR10 at checkout for 35% off these bad boys while the launch sale is going on. And as always, much love and big shout outs to everybody over at 6 Sense Fishing. We couldn't do what we do over here without our Team 6 family. So check out 6sensefishing.com and use my code JR10 at checkout for 10% off everything on that website. Additionally, I highly encourage you guys to go down below the video, read through the description that I have written down there. Multiple ways to support the channel, save money at the same time. You can even donate to the channel, help us put a little bit of gas in the boat if you feel compelled to do so. Help us keep the machine running, and I promise I will keep bringing you guys free fishing content right here on YouTube. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my video. I hope you're all staying safe, sane, and healthy out there in this crazy world that we're living in. Stay tuned for the swim bait videos coming soon. Can't wait to get out there on the water with you guys and fish with this stuff. Follow me on all the social medias. I have a Facebook page, @TheJustinRoyal on Instagram. Anybody who uses my code with 6 Sense Fishing or Waterland, please take a screenshot of the confirmation email that they're gonna send you. Hop on over to Instagram and shoot me a DM with that screenshot, and I will give you guys a shout out. Everybody who uses my code gets a shout out on Instagram. Just a way for me to give you that public recognition, say thank you over there on the gram. I appreciate you all for the support. Thank you for helping us keep this thing running. I've been getting a bunch of screenshots lately. The support is overwhelming at times, and you guys continue to blow me away with the love that you show me, so thank you so much. Thanks for riding with me. I appreciate you all. But that's about all I got for you today. That about does it. That about wraps her on up. So I'm gonna say goodbye for now, and I'll see you on the next one.